Hi guys. Okay, so it feels like it has been forever, and I apologize. I absolutely love making videos. Once I got into it, I felt more comfortable about it, and it is something that I am very passionate about. I apologize for this greasy hair. Um, I definitely said I was gonna wash it today, and I didn't. I fell asleep earlier after running some errands. But I am just excited to be doing a video, guys. I've been saying that I wanted to do one. I apologize. I started a new position, so my time frame is a little different, so it's sometimes a little hard to figure out like when I can, but I'm going to try to at least do one or two a week because I only usually have like 1 or 2 days off, sometimes three, depending on if I'm not scheduled for an extra. But other than that, okay, so I did I'm going to say a beach cosmetics haul. They had a sale, and of course I couldn't help myself. It's makeup. So I'm going to use a few of the stuff. It's not all BH cosmetics, but I'll explain what each one of the things are. And obviously, you guys know that I'm impatient. So I've already gotten into some things I haven't used yet, so that'll be new. We're gonna play with some glitter. Ignore if you see a large bruise on my arm in this video or in pictures. Compliments of my new position, I should say. Also, I feel like I'm breaking out, so I see something here, and I see something here, and I see something here, and if you guys don't see that, I'm glad, but I've started to use, okay, so I love chocolate and I can't help myself around certain chocolate. So you can usually tell when I've been eating chocolate because it pops up on my face. So I've been using this. It's Broadway Colors color correcting. I've never used one of these before, so this was my first time. So it was one of those things where I kind of saw it when I was in a store and was like, oh, I'll try this. This kind of covers up any redness, so you can use it for like covering up any of blemishes, or if you have redness around certain areas, like right around my nose, like around here, and sometimes right around here around my lips it gets like red. So I just kind of put that around those areas, and I just put it on with my finger. So this video is going to be called Lucid Dream. I kind of came up with that because the color is so pretty. I love the powder blue color. So I'm just going to put this on these spots just to kind of cover it up really quick. I already put my moisturizer on and my primer. I'm going to do my concealer last. And it shows up orange, or whatever shade. I think there's like a green and a purple too. But when you blend it in, it actually doesn't show up that shade. So I'm just going to wet my beauty blender and kind of blend that in, and then I will get started on the eyes. Sorry. For whatever reason, I have my blenders on another table, and I've been trying to stay focused on you guys instead of having to move around like that. Okay. So now I am going to get into the eyes. I'm going to use my Morphe James Charles palette, of course, because I am in love with that. I always take the sheet off that has the names before, and this shade is called Hello. I'm going to be using that one for the lid, and I'm actually going to be using this one's called Playground to kind of go around and line the lid. So I'm going to line it first in that, it's like an electric blue color called Playground. Also, I got this. This is part of my BH Cosmetics haul. This is that, sorry, there's like a glare and it's shiny, I don't know, base booster. So this is, I think in one of my other videos I told you guys that I was using like a concealer, a lighter shade concealer, so that you could see the colors better. I was also told about this glue or cream adhesive that actually helps the color come out a little brighter, and also it helps if you're doing glitter, which I love glitter, obviously. It will hold that there. So I'm gonna do a little bit of glitter like right on the center of it so you can see the shades on each of the sides, the lighter shade and the darker shade around the outside. But for this shade, because it is very bright, I don't think I'm gonna use it. Let's just see. And I may actually have to use a different brush because this is like wider than I think I'm needing. I don't want it to be too bright because the color is very light. Yeah, I'm gonna try with this guy, sorry. Smaller brush because I'm just kind of doing the lining. I'm just gonna go around, here we go. Okay. Just gonna kind of go around with that. And then I'm gonna go into the corners here. Don't worry about, you don't have to do it like right this second because I'm gonna do like a kind of a smoked blue eye. I may actually go back in with some darker shade of blue. And then I'm gonna just kind of make sure that that's blended. Yeah, so you don't need that. I mean, unless you want that electric blue, like bright, you can absolutely do that. So it's really your preference. For me personally, that shade's okay to go around the eye in. I'm just gonna do the same thing with the other eye. Yeah, it's been hard, guys. I absolutely, once I got started in it, like I know I was scared to death to do a video at first, but it's almost like an addiction now. Like, I love coming on here. I really like to watch other people's lives and such. I like finding out new and different beauty tips. That's always fun for me because I like to try things. So I'll actually go on YouTube and watch, you know, you subscribe as well as other people subscribe to yours, and I'll just kind of watch them and see what they're doing. And you can always ask somebody for advice. The whole community, you meet a lot of really nice people, which is nice, and you can ask them anything, and everybody's really friendly. And I'm just gonna blend this like I did the other one because I don't want too much going on with different shades here. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this, the booster, and I literally just pour it onto my hand. And I use one of the brushes to just kind of go in with the center. I may actually have to use a different brush for this too. I'm needing thin brushes tonight, and I'm using these wide ones. Okay, that's better. That's why it's always nice, and you always see people who are involved in makeup and stuff with all these different brushes. That's why, because you sometimes never really know which ones you're going to need, and it's nice to just be prepared and have it there. So now I'm going to go in with, am I using this one? Okay. Now I'm going to go in with that lighter shade of blue. I think it was called Laugh. It was called Hello. And I'm just going to stay on the actual lid for this. And I'm noticing that with this, it's actually better to just kind of blot it on there. And as you can see, the color comes out really pretty. Because when you try to drag it, it kind of clumps a little bit. So it's better to just kind of blot it on. And then I'm going to go back in with that darker blue, the electric blue. And that's called Playground. And I'm just going to make sure that that color is enforced. So you can see that there's two different shades there. Because sometimes when you go in with the other shades, it covers some of it up and then you can't really see it. So it's always nice to go back over it. And I wanted to do this before we got to the glitter part of it, because anyone who uses glitter knows that it's got to be like the finishing touch, because it's going to get everywhere. I'm trying to come in with it as well. In this corner here. And then blending it out again. Okay, now we're going to go in with our glitter. First, I'm going to put some glue just on the area, this primer, just on the area that you're putting the glue, and I'm just going to do it in the center of the eyelid. So I'm actually just going to put some here, just to give some shine to the center of the eyelid. And I have blue glitter here, and I'm just kind of putting it right there on that lid. So you can see some shimmer, but not too much. I don't usually do, or at least I try not to do, full looks like this with glitter and stuff, because I feel like they're so long, and I feel like I'm torturing you guys when you go on and to watch it. But you know what? I figured let's try it out. Now I'm going to do liquid liner, and I'm going to go into the corners as well with the lighter shade. So we always do a lighter shade in the center. I'm going to try to do thin here so that you can see everything that I did with the eye. And then of course a long wing. I do love a long wing. Although I feel like you can't, you gotta do that with like a dramatic look. Sometimes it doesn't sit well or cooperate over top of the glitter, but it's just something you have to really take your time with. And sometimes that's a good thing, because then if you mess up, like just there, I have a really shaky hand, so sometimes I'll like just drop the brush and there'll be like blotches in places where I definitely did not want them. For me, a big part of the look is the eyes. Once you have the eyes down, the rest of it pretty much falls into place. The eye is what you're trying to get to match, you know, everything in your look, so. And you just make sure it's even. Takes a minute sometimes, but you'll get it. You'll be glad that you took so long after. Ooh, these eyebrows, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with that shade that I absolutely love. I'm sorry to go off camera for a little, guys. I just have to find that little tiny palette. Glitz and Glam. Haven't used it in a while, but I think I'm going to try to do this lighter shade in here in the corners. This for some added shimmer. You always want to put a little light underneath the eyebrow. I am going to brush these things because they are getting on my last one. Sometimes lashes, they'll look so good and then all of a sudden they just look like crap. That quick. So now, before I do eyeliner and mascara, I think I'm going to go in and use my concealer, and then the setting powder will be part of the BH Cosmetics haul, and actually it's going to be the first time I'm using that, so you guys will get to kind of test that out with me. Get some of my concealer, the regular, it's Maybelline Fit Me, and it is in the shade of Ivory. I think I've always used Ivory. I've always had really light skin. Anytime it's ever been darker, it was my tanning days, so I would tan at home with sunless tanner. It was bad, guys. I was like addicted to tan skin. And then one day I was like, it's just so much, because then like when you shave, you're literally pulling your skin shade off. So it was almost pointless because obviously, well, I guess depending on how often you shave, I would shave like every 2 or 3 days. So I'm just not a fan of hair, any kind of prickly. I don't like that on me personally. So yeah, it became more of a nuisance than anything, so I think I gave up after a while. You definitely want to make sure that you have your neck covered as well. I can already start seeing the glitter falling into my eye. Okay, so now the BH Cosmetics Pro Matte Finish Pressed Powder, and it is in the shade 235. So let's see. I've gotten much better, I feel like, with my contouring too, guys. I'm very excited about that because I was petrified to do bronzing anything. And of course my earrings from Miss Tori. I always post her, share her lives on my Facebook. Okay. And I am liking it so far. Very nice. Now I'm going to do contour. Naked Skin Shapeshifter. 2 darker shades. I use more of this than that one. Try to bring it up into my hairline. So it doesn't look like it's just this random line out of nowhere. And then of course we're going to take our beauty blender and blend it in. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this color Peach from Tarte for my blush. highlighter, of course. If I can get it open. Okay. So let me just find this brush for the highlighter. I'm going to use this guy. And I am actually going to be using BH Cosmetics lashes for today. So I got those two. I actually have this under eye powder that I actually didn't use today. But I have used it and I actually really like it. I would definitely recommend it. I'll show you guys it in a second. Okay. We'll do eyeliner. And then we're going to do our lashes. These are my BH Cosmetics lashes. I wanted to give them a shot and see how they were. I always, when I see a sale, guys, it's a wrap. It's so bad. I just can't help myself with that. I feel like I can't even grip these. I used to absolutely hate lashes, guys. And sometimes I think I still do a little. I definitely don't like when they don't work with me. And I'm impatient. Okay, lashes are on. Now we're gonna do mascara. And I did not pick out a lipstick because I don't know, maybe we'll go with a gloss because it is blue. And I don't know what else I would do. Okay, and I think I'm just gonna do, for the lips today, I'm gonna just do a gloss. Elf Plumping Gloss. All right, and there is your look, Lucid Dream. And I'll show you guys what it looks like up close. And I hope you guys like it. I will post pictures, like, share, let me know what you're thinking, if you liked it, if you hated it, any kind, anything. Just let me know anything. Thanks for watching. Bye.